At TBD, Nicole and Deimos try hard not to discuss Holly, while they sip champers. Deimos blurts that she may not have to let go of the kid, startling Nicole. He covers. She goes to powder her nose and Deimos calls to have the Wesleys followed. They need that sample of the child's DNA. In the police station in Prague, Marlena snipes at Anna for getting arrested and ruining their lead on finding Stefano. Carrie, Christy Clark, and Austin Beck, approach, pissed. Meanwhile, Rafe receives a text from Carrie, updating that she's bailing Marlena out. Steve's glad though he couldn't care less what they do with Anna, still angry that she screwed up their investigation. They head out. Back in the police station, Marlene is happy to see Carrie. Carrie yells at her mom, Anna, for being in jail once again. Austin never thought he'd root for Stefano to be alive. Carrie says she'll try to get them released but asks her mother to stop trying to shoot people. But what will I do with my empty life? Anna cries. They suggest she visit her grandson once in a while. Carrie goes and once she returns, tells them they're free. Sean, Sierra and Kayla clean up the pub, not happy that Hope checked herself out of the infirmary. Lieutenant Trains wanders in with a warrant to search the pub, telling them Hope escaped prison. They're shocked. Rains looks around but Hope's not there. He tells them to call if they hear anything or face charges of aiding and abetting a fugitive. He goes and they ponder what Hope's up to. Sean thinks something else is at play. In some forested area, Chet lets Hope out of the dumpster, muttering, "You owe me one, Hattie." Hope punches him in the face, mistaking him for a bad guy. Chet tries to tell her he was working for Hattie, but she slips and hits her head, falling unconscious when she tries to throw a boulder at him. Chet notices her wound on her abdomen and freaks out, trying to dab at the blood, begging her not to die on him. He gets frightened and runs away. Later, some man in leather finds Hope and picks her up. Deimos and Nicole snuggle at the square. Music starts to play and she grins, knowing he set it up. They begin to dance and Deimos asks for her hand in marriage. She's startled but accepts, happily. She cries and they kiss. He realizes he forgot the ring. He looks over at Janet's boutique and tells her they'll go ring shopping now. Nick points at the store is closed so he goes to make a call. Minutes later, Janet, of Janet's boutique, shows up with sparkly baubles and Nicole has a difficult time picking out an engagement ring. She finally settles on a beautiful diamond filigree type and he slips it on her finger. Rafe, Steve and Paul return to the hotel in Prague. Kayla calls. They tell her about the black market arms deal and she lets him know about Hope's escape. Rafe grabs Steve's phone and Kay fills him in. Sean gets on the phone and says he was at the prison infirmary visiting his mom today. She said nothing about escaping. Rafe yells, blaming Sean. Sierra takes the phone and defends her brother. Rafe relaxes. She tells him to focus on finding Stefano. They all just have to have faith that Hope knows what she's doing. They disconnect. Sean promises to track Hope down even when Kayla asks him not to. Sierra runs after him. Back in Prague, Anna has a fit when the police don't immediately return Tony's ashes to her. As she runs, Marlena returns to the hotel and tells the men Anna's taking Tony's urn to Zurich. Rafe tells her about Hope's escape. Marlena worries, confused. Rafe makes a call to Rains about Hope's escape. They argue about the manhunt. Rains says he's doing things by the book, unlike Roman. Rains authorized the police to use force if they find her.